Hello everybody and welcome to the Punkemon26 channel. Today on the WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2007 GM mode, I am bringing you all the Great American Bash hailing from Omaha, Nebraska. And let's go over the match card real quick so you all can get familiar with what we've got in store for today. First and foremost, we've got CM Punk taking on Gregory Helms in a first blood match. This rivalry was supposed to end this week at the Great American Bash. Unfortunately, the rivalry didn't last long enough for that to happen, but that is okay. Up next, we've got a number one contendership to see who's going to be taking on whoever wins our tag team titles after this week. It's going to be Matt and Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Lashley and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Following that, we've got our new number one contender for the United States Champion, Edge, taking on Rey Mysterio in a special guest referee match, with the special guest ref is going to be Bret Hart. Pretty sure he's going to call it straight down the middle. Shouldn't be any interferences or anything. Following that, we've got a last man standing match between The Undertaker and Chavo Guerrero to finish out their rivalry. We'll see who comes out on top in the very end of that. Following that, we've got our tag team titles on the line in a TLC Tornado tag team match. It's going to be DX versus Shelton Benjamin and Kurt Angle, a long storied rivalry coming to an end this week. And finally, our main event of the evening, it's going to be a Hell in a Cell fatal four-way match. The rivals Batista and Randy Orton, also adding into the mix RVD and Stone Cold, who have been on massive winning streaks over the last few weeks. So let's go ahead and confirm this match card, and let's jump right in. We're going to go ahead and simulate this first match, CM Punk picking up the first blood victory over Gregory Helms, leading into next week where he will be fighting Chavo for the Cruiserweight Championship. Then we'll go ahead and simulate the Hardys picking up the victory over Bobby Lashley and The Rock to become the new number one contenders for the tag team championships. And let's go ahead and watch our first match of the evening. It's going to be Rey Mysterio versus Edge with Bret Hart as the special guest ref. And we are back. Rey Mysterio and Edge have made their way to the ring. Bret Hart as well, ready for this singles match for the United States Championship. Let's jump in. There you see both competitors and the special guest ref for the week. Bret breaking them up at the beginning of the match and ringing the bell. Now, if you guys are aware, I did say a couple videos ago that when I draft Bret, it is strictly going to be to trade him. Bret is a great competitor, but I want to see if I can get John Cena from Raw to join our roster. Rey Mysterio and Edge tying it up now, jockeying for position, as I like to say. Trying to gain an early advantage in this match is Rey Mysterio with a quick roll-up on Edge, getting a quick 2 count, almost a 3 count off of just a roll-up. Bret there to count it right down the middle, though. That wasn't a fast count, although I gotta believe, Bret doesn't have any stakes in this game, really, with either of these competitors. But given his past, I have to believe if he's going to try and, call it for anybody specifically, he's going to probably look to call it for Rey Mysterio. Rey's got a lot of heart. I feel like Bret really respects that about him. As Edge now, trying to gain a little bit of advantage, taking Rey Mysterio down to a knee, but Rey with a quick reversal, sending Edge into the ropes and punching him to knock him down, and followed up by a senton, but Edge dodging out of the way of the senton. And again, these two gentlemen going back and forth, trying to see who's going to pick up the victory here tonight and the United States Championship. Now, Rey does have champion's advantage to where he can, I believe, be disqualified or counted out. See, there's the wheelbarrow DDT that I was talking about a couple episodes ago. That is sick. One of my favorite moves that Rey can pull off. Rey now has a finisher loaded up, and Edge looking for the eye poke. Bret admonishing Edge for poking Rey in the eye. Obviously, that is not legal, and Edge does need to watch out as Edge now getting set up. Looks like we could be going for a 619. And Ray pretty well likes to follow that up with what he calls the West Coast Pop and a pin on Edge. This could be it early on in the match. Wow, Rey Mysterio picking up a quick and emphatic victory over Edge. Rey Mysterio showing once again why he is our United States Champion. Taking Edge out in under I think it was only 2 minutes. He hit the 619, hit the West Coast Pop, and Bret Hart counted the 3. What a quick match and a quick way to start off the show tonight. And our next match of the evening, I think we're going to go ahead and skip over this one. Though I just want to skip over it because last man standing matches could take forever. But I felt like a last man standing match would be a good way to end this rivalry. So we're going to go ahead and simulate this match. Chavo actually picking up the victory over The Undertaker. What a win in this rivalry. David actually beat Goliath. Following that, we've got our TLC Tornado Tag match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Let's go ahead and watch D-Generation X and the world's greatest tag team, Kurt Angle and Shelton Benjamin, have made their way to the ring. And now, TLC can begin. Triple H immediately going for that table, and Kurt Angle going for the ladder. Almost took Shawn out with that ladder, but Shawn now using that ladder to keep Shelton Benjamin grounded. If this doesn't work out for Shelton and Kurt, rather, I got to imagine they're going to go on their singles route, and I would say the same for the D-Generation X. Whichever team loses here tonight, oh my goodness, Shawn Michaels taking out both Kurt Angle and Shelton Benjamin and the referee off of that diving moonsault from the top of the ladder. He's still got Shelton in a pin, but the ref has not stood up yet. Triple H needs to save his finisher if he wants to potentially hit that. He does, right at the last second, I would imagine. Shawn finally letting Shelton up. And Kurt Angle smashing Shawn Michaels over the head with that steel chair. Everybody, including the ref, needs to watch their back in this match. All these weapons, all these competitors, anything can happen. As Triple H now gets out of the ring with the ladder and then puts the ladder back into the ring. Looking to maybe take Shelton out with it, but Shelton dodging and grabbing the ladder from Triple H. Now both men with a weapon in hand, trying to take the other one down. As Triple H gets the upper hand there, and Triple H now with an angle slam on Kurt Angle, taking the Olympian down. But Shelton right there to break up the pin. He smacks Shawn and the ref with the ladder. Keeps hitting the ref with the ladder. This match has been crazy from the word go. Both of these teams fantastic at what they do. And again, like I said before, I would like to see whichever team loses here tonight make their way to the singles divisions to try out for those championships. Kurt Angle, obviously a great contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Shelton Benjamin, a fantastic former IC champion. Could be our future United States champion. As we saw Rey Mysterio pick up a victory earlier tonight regarding that championship. Shelton now trying to get a bit of a breather here, but Shawn hitting both men with the ladder at the same time. Great ring awareness. Shelton now working Triple H over in the middle of the ring, while Shawn and Kurt are having a bit of a battle of their own on the outside. Kurt now eyeing Triple H. Shelton Benjamin smashing that ladder into Shawn Michaels' lower back, which had to be surgically repaired at one point, actually taking Shawn out of wrestling for a period of about 4 years. So that is a great place to start if you're wanting to find a spot to weaken Shawn Michaels and potentially pick up a victory in this match. Triple H, though, not afraid to use the hardware. Neither is Shelton Benjamin, though. Both men have... oh, my goodness. Triple H with a giant dive over the top rope. You don't see that from him very often, if at all. That's more something that you'd expect to see out of HBK. The mayhem is... I mean, it's been insane in this match. Kurt Angle already hurting all over. Almost. I mean, his head's still pretty alright, but the rest of his body not doing too hot. All these weapon shots have taken their toll on these men for sure. As now Triple H, could have been, spinning heel kick. Kurt Angle now smacking. Looks like he could be going for maybe an ankle lock, or no, just a half leg Boston Crab. As Shelton sets HBK back up on top of the table here. The tag team champions are looking pretty worse for wear right now. Kurt Angle and Shelton both in control at this point in time. All four men back in the ring. And now, Kurt Angle locking Triple H into the ankle lock. This could be all she wrote if Triple H taps right here, but he doesn't. As Kurt Angle releases the hold to focus on Shawn Michaels, who is trying to regain a little bit of stamina there. Again, Triple H and Shelton Benjamin fighting back and forth with these weapons. Triple H gaining the upper hand once more, and Shawn Michaels hitting Kurt Angle with a massive super kick. But Triple H taking out the field with that ladder, not allowing Shawn Michaels to maybe hit a follow-up. Ooh. That was pretty clever and pretty clean. A quick way for Triple H to make it out of the ring, but Kurt Angle easily could have been pinned there had Triple H maybe had the forethought to not smack the ref and his partner with that ladder. This could have been over already. But Triple H kind of made a bit of a boo-boo there, I would say. As Shelton now taking that table and smashing the edge of it into Triple H. And a huge German suplex coming out of Kurt Angle. Shelton dropping Triple H across the barricade, maybe right across the throat or the face. I couldn't really get a good angle there, but now Angle working with that table, trying to maybe break it over Shawn's back again, or who knows what, but Shelton with a fireman's carry, dropping HBK on his back out on this hard surface outside the ring. Kurt Angle again now back in control of that table. Again, this match is pin or submission only. All four, one, I mean, any two of these men from opposite teams would have to be inside the ring to finish this match. All this is doing out here is, I guess, buttering whoever loses up for the finish. Triple H with an exploder suplex, taking Shelton down. 1, 2. Oh, but Shelton kicking out at the last possible second after being hit with his own finish. All four men in this match now not doing the best. That's, I think, a fair point to make. Triple H taking Shelton out now on top of that ladder. All four men feeling the effects of this style of match already. And Kurt Angle, yet again, another huge German suplex to HBK. Triple H doing what he can to maintain control of this match. Uh-oh, pinning his own partner. Guess he got a little confused there. Will this be DX's night to be dethroned? They have held those tag team championships for quite some time now. As Kurt Angle hitting HBK with a massive angle slam. And going for the pin here. 1, 2. Triple H there to break it up, though. That was probably the best chance so far for Kurt Angle and Shelton Benjamin to walk out of this match with those 2 championships. As Shelton just smashing that table into Triple H's abdomen. Shelton now with the ladder in hand, taking out both members of DX and his own partner. Triple H looking for it. Pedigree right in the middle of the ring on Shelton Benjamin. That could be all she wrote, as Angle trying his best, but not making it to break up the pin, as HBK is right there to stop him. What a match. Your winners and retaining the WWE Tag Team Championships here tonight, D-Generation X, proving yet again why they are the premier tag team in our tag team division. Shelton Benjamin and Kurt Angle have to be frustrated with each other after trying for almost 2 months now to unseat DX as the tag team champions. To no avail so far. And now for our main event of the evening, we've got a Fatal 4-Way Hell in a Cell match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Batista defending against his rival Randy Orton, and RVD and Stone Cold Steve Austin, who have been on major win streaks here lately. Let's jump right in and see who walks out of this event with our World Heavyweight Championship, our most coveted prize. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event. All 4 men have made their way to the ring, and the cell is being lowered around the ring. Batista, Randy Orton, Stone Cold rather, and RVD being locked inside this cell. Only one man will emerge with the most coveted prize on SmackDown, the World Heavyweight Championship. Let's jump right in. Batista going straight for his rival. Looks like all 3 men looking to maybe fight Randy Orton out of the gate. But RVD, again, one of the fastest rising stars here on SmackDown. He's had plenty of wins over the last couple of weeks. Last week even beating Edge in a TLC match, one of the matches that Edge helped popularize. So we have to be on the lookout for him to pick up a quick cheeky victory here tonight and walk out with that World Heavyweight Championship. Batista, though, looking to defend with everything he's got, taking RVD down by the arm. Stone Cold now changing his focus to Batista, and now RVD, as Randy Orton going back after his rival. Now this is a Hell in a Cell match, meaning these men could break the walls of the cell and get outside of it, and even climb to the top and do some damage up there, depending on how they decide to work this match. Batista looking strong in the early goings, though. It's going to take a lot to dethrone this man from his seat of power with that World Heavyweight Championship. And a shin breaker from Batista to his longtime rival now, Randy Orton. Obviously, both men having rivalries in the past as well. Both men former members of Evolution. Crossing paths here again tonight. And Stone Cold, one of the legends of the business, no questions asked. I think he was also our first World Heavyweight Champion on this show. Having lost the title to Randy Orton at our first pay-per-view. Now RVD looking to hit a superplex, and Batista with a Batista bomb on Stone Cold, going for the pin here. 1, but Stone Cold apparently kicking at 1. Not very many people kick out of the Batista bomb, much less kick out at 1. Oh, both Stone Cold and Batista looking for arm wrenches. And Batista now with a sort of a guillotine choke on Randy Orton. trying to wear him down for the remainder of this match. All four of these men, though, combustible elements, could cause this match to end at any moment. It could be anyone at any time. Orton now looking to maybe pick up some momentum against Stone Cold Steve Austin here, who's already taken a Batista bomb for the night. Could be looking to take an RKO as well if he's not careful, as a swinging neckbreaker takes him down. Batista might have changed his priority to Randy Orton there for a second, but you can't count RVD out. You just can't. The man has been on a heater here lately, taking out every opponent that's been put in front of him, including winning a handicap match against The Rock and I believe it was The Rock and Edge. Might have been The Rock and Bobby Lashley a couple weeks ago here on SmackDown. Stone Cold now choking RVD in the corner with his boot as Orton works away at the legs of Batista here, trying to take the power away from the animal. RVD being sent into the turnbuckles once more. RKO out of nowhere on the champion. This could be Orton's chance, but he doesn't take it. I think he noticed that Stone Cold and RVD were watching him and decided not to go for the pin, as it would have been futile. And he gets a shoulder breaker for his hesitancy. I believe Stone Cold also just hit the stunner, but Batista right there to break up that pin attempt. It's hard to keep up with all of the action going on in the ring when all four men are hitting big moves all over the place. RVD looking for a spinning heel kick, not getting all of it there. Orton now starting to work on RVD as well. RVD with a huge Hurricane Rana, taking out the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. As it looks like Stone Cold looking for a fireman's carry, and he's spinning Batista on his shoulders right now, trying to make the animal dizzy, I'm guessing. Setting him up for potentially, could have been another stunner, but Orton there to make sure that that doesn't take place. RVD tripping the World Heavyweight Champion with a back kick to the heels. And a spinning drop kick taking out Randy Orton. And he slides Batista down for a pin, but Orton and Stone Cold both right there to take care of that. The referee now having been knocked out. That could spell disaster if one of these men tries to go for the pin, but the ref now back to his feet. He has to watch out in this environment. All four of these men, they'll be throwing wild punches. There's an RKO for Stone Cold's trouble, but Batista right there to stop Orton from making the pin attempt. RVD doing the best he can to try and keep all three of his opponents grounded. But you got to keep your head on a swivel in this kind of match. Not only are you locked in a cage, but you're locked in a cage with three other members of the SmackDown roster who have all earned their shot to be here. Stone Cold hitting a stunner on Randy Orton, looking for that pin. And this could be all she wrote if RVD doesn't make it in time. But Batista's also right there to drop that elbow and keep this match alive. Keep his title in his hands for the time being. He is the current World Heavyweight Champion, winning it off the back of a Batista bomb in a Fatal 4-Way match that included Bobby Lashley, Undertaker, and the champion at the time, Randy Orton. With a huge shoulder tackle taking Orton down. RVD doing his best to make a comeback here after a rocky start to the match. Now Orton choking Batista out, trying to maybe make him pass out or tap out, but Batista immediately getting out of the hold. Orton now yet again looking for a pin, but Stone Cold and RVD were right there. Batista tripping Orton on his way back to his feet, and Orton paying him back with a low blow. Stone Cold has a history of knee and neck issues, so all these men could be looking to exploit that. Orton with a history of shoulder and back issues. Batista, I'm not sure having any issues at all in his time wrestling. It could have been maybe like a bicep tear or something here and there, but nothing too crazy that would stop that somebody could pinpoint to take the animal out with. Batista now trying to regain some stamina. Getting punched for his services there, though, by Stone Cold. Tripping Randy Orton, who fired out of that turnbuckle there. And Batista now, once again, looking for it. Batista bomb on to Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Batista retaining his world championship off the Batista bomb to Stone Cold. Batista remaining world heavyweight champion here tonight at the Great American Bash. What an episode, folks. What a show. All three matches that were highlighted tonight were fantastic from top to bottom. All high octane. And all ended pretty quickly. So if you did enjoy, please be sure to smash that like button. Let's go over some reports real quick, though, and see how we stand against Raw. And the results are in. The fan change is here, and SmackDown gaining 1,025,000 fans off of the back of our pay-per-view. Raw got a 3-star rating, and SmackDown got a 5-star rating, our first 5-star rating of the season. We are absolutely trouncing Raw right now. 2,765,000 fans for them to our 7,235,000 fans. SmackDown is by far and away the best show so far. Batista picking up a great victory in a 4.5-star match to end the night. Obviously, Eddie Guerrero was taken. Looks like Chavo Guerrero suffered a minor injury, and it will not prevent him from competing, but he does have back spasms. Bret Hart being signed, and a successful title defense for Batista. Now, before we end off the episode, let us see if we can now propose trades, because I love Bret Hart to death, but I do not need him for my plans for the show. What I do want to do is try and see if I could scoop John Cena with a Bret Hart trade. Trade accepted. We are now in the land where John Cena, Batista, Triple H, Randy Orton, Edge, and The Undertaker are all on our roster. And again, showing that Chavo has a minor injury. But if you guys did enjoy today's episode and our absolute trouncing of Monday Night Raw, please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. We are on the road to 500 subscribers, and I would love for you to be one of the many people who subscribe on that road. Get in early, because we are only starting here and working our way up. So I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, and peace out.